2 years later, as July 4th felt like on a Sunday, the holiday was created on Monday, July 5th, and in 1781, Massachusetts began becoming the first state elected to resign. As the 4th of July celebration would go on. But then in 1784, soon North Carolina held a celebration on a challenging music caused on soon by John Ferguson people. At the Boston of Troy, the town of classes to be the public on July 4th event, as carefully known as a documentary of Mormon Church, and no government was to require any of the celebrations. But then in 1987, the U.S. Constitution made Independence Day an unpaid holiday for federal employees. But several years later, it was 1933, the Congress changed Independence Day to be the Predator holiday, which I think we all know what today would be there, right? But during that time of their own celebrations, there's been customs on illustrations, like the Americans children celebrating of the 1902 Puck's cartoon, and the parade for 2014. This would have showed loads and loads of celebrations would come in there. Like create a movie, hold a fireworks, anywhere you will find. Decorated cake, parades, and last year in the parade in Colorado itself, it held one. But fun fact, the original was called Yankadoodle Oodle, which we still said that, but this is one of the celebrities' versions of the scene painted by Manfred Willett. That came to be known as the Spirit of 19 Orphans. Admitted it parroted, it is a familiar symbol of American's fortune. But then in 2019, a parade was hidden in Washington, D.C., and we all know too well about history itself. As it is one of those Americans' histories on celebrations, neither the other countries don't celebrate. And unless if they're from who used to live in America and all this way to any of the foreign countries, can still hold, on such a very festival day. But neither of those wouldn't understand too much. That being one of any countries in there. But they could get a good one food too right there. You know what I'm saying there? And how do I celebrate the 4th of July? Well, minis. As you could say, the minis has come over the state and I have them on cosplaying there. Excuse me. Is he dressing up as anyone? Well, I told you, stay with the costume script. Oh, hey, so okay, yeah, it's kind of creeping me out, though. Okay, anyways. To the Philippines. Philippines does celebrate the 4th of July as its Republic Day, commented on that day in 1936, which is just to be on the U.S. territory and U.S. official have recognized Philippines introduction. 4th of July was chosen for the United States because continuing its independence, and its name observes as the Philippines as independence until 1966. But then in 1964, the name 4th of July was changed to Republic Day. Rebuilding the National Park at Denver says to hold the largest 4th of July outside of the United States. While on Independence Day celebration in the city of Kaliki, Canada has been following celebrating on every 4th of July, and even if they do speak an American way. But they are founded on July 4th of 1635. Crossville was a slave battle, and Americans Louis T. and Seymour fought that Cuba sold it in 1996. The Battle of Waterloo, which is also a part of the Constitution Army's failed American invasion to Kurmuk, following defeat on the hands of the Britain continued the army into the Forst-Injing in Saint-Machin and Kaboba, then followed in Djibouti, New York, before a permanent settlement in Cuba in July 1776. But in English city of Goldsboro, it's called Chesterfield in 2019 and 2020. The anthem was Star Bright the Banner. And every 4th of July, it is committed on the status on the birthplace on John Stafford, who composed this very tune on this very anthem base. And we still have that every year. There are some very other things that we can do and celebrate it, like barbecues, snacks, drinks, host a family or friends, or road trips. Either way you could think of, anything is what we do in 4th of July's histories. So, hope they find this very interesting in this document. And oh gosh. Your minutes are really in out of control. Get off of me! No! Hey! I told you to get off of... No! Oh, no! Hey! What did I say? Oh. You have got to be kidding me! Well, I hope you all enjoy this 4th of July, this history, and I find that it's very interesting, but right now, I'm surrounded of minis. Until next time, for another documentary. Oh, goodness. Yeah, minis. I'm gonna have fun a different way this time. Give me that! No! Oh, come on. I was afraid of this welcome. Hey! Come